Hi and welcome to this Pick a Card reading. The topic is the secrets to your success. Now let's be honest, success does not come overnight. Talent takes time to develop and a great idea takes time to nurture and to follow through. But there are some key points that can help each and every one of us to achieve the maximum success that we can. There are a lot of things holding people back. And this video is intended to bring you more motivation and to understand better the symbols in your life and the forces that act inside you. So here we have group number 1. I wanted to make this reading a little fun, so I chose to use the Morikami flowers. Group number 1 has the orange-white flower and the symbol, a circle. Group number 2, this is a pink flower with a sword symbol. Group number 3, a red and white flower with a bee symbol. Group number 4, this is a gray purplish flower with a hexagon. And group number 5, this is a colorful flower with a triangle. So I ask that you choose with your intuition, usually the first pile that you're drawn to, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is the right pile for you. If you're debating between 2, just ask yourself which pile is made for me, is calling me the most. And sometimes another question to help is which pile will make me regret not choosing it. So you can scroll down to the description box, click on the timestamp, and jump straight to your reading. Alright, group number 1, the ones that chose the orange and white flower with the circle symbol. This is what I have for you guys. We're starting with Kuan Yin from the Divine Feminine Oracle deck. It says, the goddess of compassion, I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. The Saturn card, personal strength, the power of achieving goals. Then with the tarot, we have the 3 of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the King of Cups, Ace of Cups, 7 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, the Hermit, 3 of Cups, and 6 of Pentacles. Okay, group number 1, I see you at your best as an expert in your field, someone that people stand in line to get your opinion, to get your service, and this is a path that you chose, and it was a relatively not easy path because you had to become professional from scratch. So your power is the power of your sharp observation and your speciality. So acquiring special knowledge in a topic of your choice, I see you as a specialist. Like, let's say if you decided to become a doctor, so you won't be a family doctor that people come and visit often. You would be a heart doctor that specializes in matters of the heart, that people that only with a heart problem comes and see, and you just solve their problem and it's fixed and it's done. So you're somebody that someone comes to you with a problem, with in need, in a sort of crisis, you solve it for them and they become whole, they become healed. So as I said, it could be a doctor, it could be a lawyer, a counselor, maybe a social worker, a technician, a computer engineer. If you chose the arts, this could be a storyteller, a filmmaker, someone that can show a part that's broken and then how we can heal it, how we can make it whole. So let's say if you decided to become a filmmaker, so really showing us a part of humanity, showing us a part of human life, how hard some struggles can be, but how we can overcome it and where the problem started. So you're very intuitive. You can sense things that are not only in the physical, that are in the subconscious of a person's mind, in their energy field. You can just this is something that developed over time for you, but I think it's a natural given quality that you have, this sharpness of mind and this intuition that you have. Now, another thing that I see for you is that maybe when you were growing up as a student or just starting your professional life, I see a scenario that perhaps you were betrayed by someone and this hurt you a lot and sent you to some sort of self-exploration, but it made you even more intuitive and wanting to understand how to spot a problem early on and to understand how people operate. So everything serves for the better good, and maybe this scenario that happened, it's not a must, but it could have happened. Maybe that made you become even more driven to help people because you were in need for help. You were in a sort of crisis and you wanted that person that you could turn to, so you kind of became that in your field. I do see you at your best as a person that people line up to see. Almost famous in your field, like a figure that people really, really respect. The Saturn card shows me that this is a gradual success that you needed to study, you needed to learn. But I do see you as a really successful and blessed person. All this hard work did pay off. So the Ace of Cups is a card of blessings. It tops a lot of other negative cards. So that's wonderful for you. The Queen of Swords shows me of your motivations to do things for humanity, to think in a large scale, to want to help people, and the sharpness of your mind. And the Three of Swords shows me that you just confront a situation, like just look at it, analyze it. You're not afraid of it. You're very courageous in looking at every sort of situation. That's why you're in the position that you're in. Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion, she talks about, she's a figure that people would cry to, would pray to, would ask for her compassion in times of need. So this also shows me that people turn to you when they need help, and you needed to build a strong character in yourself to be able to help these people and not to be too affected personally by each and every single story. So you needed to build a sort of shield, and that's perfectly okay, because you're that figure, you're that strong figure that people need. All right, group number 1, God bless you. Have I hope you have a great success and good luck with everything. Bye. All right, group number 2, the ones that chose the pink flower with the sword. Here's what I have for you guys. We're starting with Mary Magdalene. It says, the apostle to the apostles, I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I'm fully human and fully divine. We have look beyond the mirror. With the tarot, we're starting with the Page of Cups, the Star, Justice, the High Priestess, the Ten of Cups, Nine of Cups, the Fool, Four of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. So what I see for you, group number 2, is the key for your success, as simple as it may sound, is to generate love and loving energy in everything that you do. Now, Jesus talked about it a long time ago. He said out of the 10 commandments, he broke it down to the 2 most important things is love God and love your neighbor. This can be a life challenge for anybody, but you're the one that can master it. So your emotional well-being is the key for your success. When you feel happy and loving, and when you can generate that emotion through your positive mindset, this can come across in whatever you do. So I don't see you with a specific occupation. It might be something productive. We have the Page of Cups offering his cup with the fish inside. So this can imply, and also we have the Three of Pentacles. This can imply on something that is physical, like that you offer, let's say if you're a poet, so you're offering poems, or a musician, or if you're a builder or a shop owner that offers products. So yes, this can be something that's tangible, but I also see you as a counselor, maybe somebody that counsels around romance or relationships, marriage, anything, or creativity, teaching art. This can be anything, honestly. It even can be like you're building a startup of a company that you really, really love, or creating videos that you really love to do, or just anything that you do, even a chef, you do with a lot of love, and people are so attracted to that. You're the type of shop owner that people stand in line to enter your shop because they feel this magical sensation coming out of there, and they want to touch it, they want to be part of it. That's why we shop for things. That's why we are attracted to different kinds of music, because it generates that heightened emotion in us. So you're the sort of person that people gravitate towards because you're sending that loving signal. Now, the challenge for you is to not be indifferent, or sometimes, let's say, when you don't feel motivated, or just need to generate more energy in your body. So the challenge is to move from the state of not being motivated to being totally motivated and happy. Now, I do see you as a very spiritual person too, naturally gifted, and very much into the interpretation of symbols and perhaps also dreams. So the High Priestess talks about knowledge that's not revealed to just anyone. This is knowledge that's revealed to the seekers. Now, maybe you started already, or maybe this is something that will develop in your life, but realizing that in every given moment you're offered symbols, signals, guidance. So this can be through, let's say, song that's played in the radio in a cafe that you're sitting at, or maybe a print somebody's wearing, a conversation topic that pops up, a book that lands in your hands. All sorts of signs from the universe, even the weather sometimes, that you are starting to interpret as guides, as helpers, as supporters to your growth. So you see all of it as positive and as guidance, and people around you just notice how magical life can be for you and can be in general, and they just want to be around you and have that more in themselves. Now, the Justice and the Swords talks about not only feeling but also thinking. So the combination between thoughts and feeling, like let's say we can't feel amazing and free and happy if we have negative thoughts that we think about a person or a situation. So this is the challenge, to move to positivity, even if you were, let's say, betrayed or hurt, or you think it's unfair, to kind of see how things support your growth and look at the bigger picture. So the star card talks about the bigger picture and meditation. Maybe you're picking up meditation as your practice. So Mary Magdalene also talks about that part in ourselves, that spiritual aspect of just being true to who you are and being loving too. All right, group number 2, remember that the world needs you. The world needs more lovers like you. And I hope that you would continue to generate that loving energy. People need that. This is the energy that drives the world. Thank you so much. Good luck with everything. Bye. Alright, group number 3, the ones that chose the red and white flower with the bee symbol. Here's what I have for you guys. We're starting with the Divine Feminine card, Perpetua, the Saint of Authenticity. I am my authentic self in all circumstances. We have Pluto, the power of depth and purity. With the tarot, we're starting with the Page of Swords, the 7 of Wands, the 8 of Cups, the Hanged Man, the Chariot, 6 of Wands, 5 of Cups, King of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. Alright, group number 3. The secret to your success is your authenticity and the power of your speech. So you are almost allergic to people that are fake and to people that are not authentic. Now, you can be a public speaker, somebody that's a team leader, somebody that's in the spotlight, a politician, a teacher, but it's more of a natural quality in you that you just seek to the truth of things and want to help people be their authentic self by you setting an example. So I see you as a role model, somebody that people look up to and just are really inspired by the way you are. So let's take Lady Gaga, for example. You know, like she always tells people to be themselves, to be who they are, and when she expresses something, when she expresses her emotion, it's really deep, it's really powerful, and she embraces everything. So when she's angry and she shows it, and that's a really important thing to learn. This is something that you will learn over time, to see the beauty in all of the emotions, even if they're not only positive and loving, but seeing the beauty also in the anger, also in the place that is just real and raw. So I do see you though not starting always authentic. Maybe in life in the beginning you try to conform, you try to do something that you thought was asked from you to do. We see the Page of Swords kind of debating, kind of like, but then you met some struggle and you decided to leave a situation that wasn't serving you, that wasn't healthy for you, and move on strong to the place that was calling you. So I can't put my finger exactly on what kind of occupation and is the best for you, but I am sure of the power of your speech. Now the honey talks about, the bee is generates honey, and honey is really good for the throat. So practicing that in you, practicing maybe also writing and journaling and understanding how you really feel about situations or people is something that actually is supportive to your job. Now we have the King of Wands. He's really charismatic. He's somebody that's good with managing people and maybe marketing too. So we have Perpetua, the Saint of Authenticity. She wrote a really famous journal before she was sentenced to death, and she just did not want to change her belief system. She would rather die for what she believed in. So I'm not saying that you should be that extreme, but you do definitely have that warrior quality, and I see that with Pluto, the power of depth and purity, and combined with a King of Wands, combined with a Knight of Swords, this kind of energy of moving forward, getting things done. So I think that people gravitate towards your strength, towards that energy of moving forward and embracing everything that you are and everything that everybody else is, embracing uniqueness. So, yeah, that's the secret to your success. Being as authentic and as real as possible. When when you hear something that is true, it just resonates, and it can be translated to any language. It's something that heals people when they hear it, and I feel that you are that person. So group number 3, I love you. I think you're a great force in this world. Your authenticity is contagious. Thank you so much, and good luck with everything. Bye. All right, group number 4, the ones that chose the purple gray flower and the hexagon. Welcome to your reading, The Secret to Your Success. Now we're starting with the Divine Feminine Oracle card, Saraswati. It says here, the goddess of self-knowledge, the essence of who I am, flows effortlessly into everything I create. We have the moon, the power of emotion. Starting with Tarot, the Emperor, the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the Devil, the Magician, 5 of Wands, 8 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. All right, group number 4, I see you as sort of mentor or teacher or someone that definitely spreads out knowledge to people that may not have heard that knowledge before. Now, the secret of your success lies in your ability to move things forward and to be your own father. That's right. Maybe when you grow up, you did not get the right kind of support, or you expected your father and mother to do things for you, to help you, to bring your creative ideas to practical steps and to this earth, but you didn't get it, so you kind of had to create it for yourself. So your lesson or your secret to your success is building a program or building the right steps in order to help you move forward and bring things that you wanted to create into this world. Now, I do see you as somebody very adventurous. Maybe you like to travel, maybe you're very philosophical, interested in culture, interested in spirituality and religion, a very Sagittarius card. And I do see you also as a really, really, really creative person. Now, Saraswati talks about all forms of creativity. So maybe you were trying to see which one of my talents would give me the money, or what is the best thing that I do, because you are so creative and so talented in so many things. But this card comes as a message to say, it's not about what exactly you should do and how many likes you need to get. It's more about enjoying the transformation that happens through your art and through the things you're creating. So your art or your creativity or your projects or whatever you're doing, it's supposed to first and foremost heal you and transform you and elevate you. And by doing that, that's what it was meant to do and meant to achieve. The byproduct of it is for people liking it and enjoying it. So try to focus just on that. Now, I see a lot of the creative process being a really important part of your inner self. We have here the Magician with the 5 of Wands. So the 5 of Wands shows about, how that time in your creative process when things start to be like a little icky or unclear or just cloudy, and you don't know how to move forward, and things become a little chaotic until you birth your idea or you're birthing whatever you do, and then you start seeing the results in the material world. So there will be a time of a little bit of a struggle with your creativity and with bringing your ideas forward, but you will achieve it. Now, I must say that a lot of your life lessons are karmic and perhaps involve romantic partners. The devil talks about learning through problematic relationships, sometimes maybe struggling with anger or addiction. So for you, group number 4, your secret to your success lies upon understanding your inner self and focusing on your inner emotions, let's say dealing with your anger or dealing with your confusion. And once you do that, you will step forward and gradually you will achieve success. Now, the hexagon and the Knight of Pentacles and the Devil, they all are associated a little bit with Earth, and hexagon is associated with Saturn, the Lord of Time. And this tells me that your success will be gradual. It's a step by step. It's an action, always moving forward, like I said, with a plan, with being your own father. The moon, the power of emotion, also speaks about your intuition, your sensitivity, and encouraging you to always maintain that inner balance. And also in the creative process, like I said, to trust the intuition to guide you to create what you need to create. 6 of Cups shows me that perhaps you're interested in past lives, or that a lot of your relationships would feel, the most important relationships would feel like you're closing circles from past life and you're continuing to doing work that you started to do already. You are definitely interested in the spiritual aspect of life. Always wanting also to inspire others with new philosophies and new ideas, and bringing knowledge to people that might have not heard that before. So group number 4, your success, like I said, relies upon your ability to be your own father and perhaps a father to others. I think you do encourage creativity in others. You want everybody to advance, to move forward. You are the sort of person that motivates others to do that too, and guiding them with your strong intuition. I wish you a ton of success, group number 4. Bye. Group number 5, the ones that show the colorful flower and the triangle. Let's see what we have for you. So we have from the Divine Feminine Oracle deck the Amaterasu card, the Goddess of Light. We have an Aquarius card, the power of understanding the other person's life story. And with the tarot we have the 2 of Wands, the Hierophant, the 10 of Wands, the 2 of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the Empress, the Sun, the Moon, 3 of Wands, and 4 of Swords. Okay, group number 5. You are the changers of the world. You're the ones that lead the world forward with your ideas, with your innovation, with the idea of technology, bringing people together, and just making life more exciting for people on Earth. Now, what I see for you is that your secret to your success is to bring your genius ideas or planning to the masses. Now, the Hierophant plays a really important card in your reading, bridging between the spiritual and the material. So that's what you are for people here. That's what you were made to do. You might also help people do that for themselves, like being a mentor at some point in your life. But I see you more of a team leader, more of a person that has a startup, a person that actually has a business that brings something new. It could be a product, it could be a service, but the idea is it's something that people have not seen before. So I see you as a very funny person, very charismatic, very attractive, with a lot of good ideas and good vibes, and people see you as a role model, somebody to look up to, somebody to laugh with. I see you as a social person, somebody that likes to enjoy also nature, but also the fine things in life, and just enjoy yourself. I do see you sometimes too busy, but I guess that's okay if you are fulfilled. Now, something that I also see for you, group number 5, is that you need some time to be alone. Like, you need time to think, to get your genius ideas from somewhere. And Amaterasu card talks about this goddess, that she was the goddess of light, but she was really angry, so she went into her cave, and she stayed there for a really long time. And somebody played a trick on her. He came to her cave and put a mirror in front of the cave and started laughing such a hard laugh. She had to come out and see what's going on. And when she came out, she saw her reflection, but she didn't only see herself, she saw an enormous amount of light. And that's a really big message for you, group number 5. Maybe sometimes you can spend time alone. This is also the Aquarius card, showing me that you do like your time alone. Too much time alone maybe makes you depressed. So I think the key for your happiness is also knowing how to balance those two aspects of yourself. On one hand, wanting to be with the people, wanting to bring advancement to the people, and on the other hand, wanting to be alone. So the balance is key. I do see you as a long-term planner, someone that thinks big scale, higher perspective, and just grand plan. And I also see you as somebody that likes the variety in people, likes the variety in our planet. The colorful flower reminds me of, all kinds of ethnicities. Maybe you're just fascinated by people in general. Maybe you like to work with all sorts of people. Maybe you like to make your team with mix of people, a mix of talents. I do see you as somebody that enjoys people in general. So your secret to your success is asking yourself the questions like, what does the world need? How can I advance more in my field? How can I bring something new? And go for it. Try as much as possible to do things that are out of the ordinary, and slowly but surely one of your experiments will work. I do see a lot of people wanting to cooperate with you, maybe wanting to bring their input, and I do see you as somebody that will accept it. In terms of occupations, I see you with good with marketing. Like I said, a team leader, a company manager, start maybe working in computers, startup, a new company, new device, hardware or software, maybe in the biotech industry, definitely movie, film, sales, anything that requires you to be new, innovative, and to attract attention of others. I do see you also perhaps getting into the subconscious thinking of people, like what do people need, what attracts them, and playing into that. So really understanding how people think and how people behave. All right, group number 5, I do see a really bright future for you, a lot of success and a lot of appreciation from the universe for the job that you're doing, because you are doing a great service for humanity by bringing new things and fun things and things that can serve. So good luck with everything. Bye.